All right. Okay, I was interrupted. I don't know exactly where we were, but we're going to go ahead and just go back in. So again, and lay the seed as a foundation. Okay, I think this is it. Woe to those who build their houses with sin, for from all their foundations shall they be overthrown, and by the sword shall they fall. And those who acquire gold and silver in judgment suddenly shall perish. Woe to you, ye rich, for ye have trusted in your riches. Okay. And from your riches shall ye depart, because ye have not remembered the Most High in the days of your riches. So it's almost even like this whole thing that I'm feeling like about a bloodline that has been wronged, a royal bloodline that has been wronged, right? Maybe even priestly, even with seers in it, even Esther, even these women, that this particular thing would happen to over and over again. And those people would be used in order to birth nations. I mean, we talking about grandmas. I know some of y'all got them that was birthing 15, 16, 20 kids. And who knows what other children. Okay. And again, the Most High is going to be, on earth is going to be she. And they made sure that they have these mobs and military style groups of male run off testosterone groups that are going to be all in a bunch about this. So even when we're talking back about ISIS or Yeshua or Yeshaya, and we're talking even like the same thing was here. The one king was pissed at the seer, and in one part they call her a prophet. They call it says about that time the prophet Hanani, and then over here, and that's in the Living Bible, and then in the King James it says the seer. Okay. And again, for right now, I see this energy, or I have run into it. I've identified possibly who some of these people are in the community. And again, I think they already know who I am. And so I'm just, I think my thing is just to help with the remembrance myself. And I'm just taking you guys along with the journey. So again, we're talking about these entities. You see, wisdom, could she be, right? The real Most High, or see, because then they would be possibly two joined in a certain way. Possibly as above, so below. But again, I won't go there. Okay? Just remind me of that. And so, again, so I would just think, because, okay, so I would think if there was a God over her and he gets pissed off like he does at her, then you would think that. And see, it's that whole aspect of then who's really her husband then? If this God is going to let governing forces on earth, allow these things to happen, he's going to not have protection, allow people to be able to come on to her in a certain way without her having protection on earth. For what? That don't even sound right. So then who is her God? Would she be her own goddess, using things such as alchemy in the universe and Milky Way galaxy, cosmos and ethers to move things like mountains? This is why they vilified Lilith, even though there may be a reason to it. But then again, they vilified Eve too once they said that it was her fault that the grown man ate the apple too, which was not an apple. You know what we're talking about. Okay. So, okay. All right. And it says, ye have committed blasphemy and unrighteousness, and have become ready for the day of slaughter, and the day of darkness, and the day of the great judgment. Thus I speak and declare unto you, he who hath created you will overthrow you. Okay. Right. Again, or he or she, right? And for your fall there shall be no compassion. Excuse me. So these downloads are coming in a little bit clearer now. And your creator will rejoice at your destruction, and your righteous ones in those days shall be a reproach to the sinners and the godless. Okay, because again, this is making me think of, since we're in here already, this is making me think of Chronicles, 2 Chronicles 17. Okay, when we're talking about, again today, because again, Asa, I think she was wroth with the, with the seer, and put him or her in prison. And he was enraged within him because of this thing. Okay. Again, basically saying you should have been doing this and now there's war. But at the same time, we, again, in society, I think we leave out certain things. Like it already exposes it here in Enoch, that they are going to make sure they do everything they do to put a snare for her, for Mother Earth. And we wonder why things cannot go proper and right. It's quite sad. And some of these angels have witnessed the certain things. And some of these entities and energies have witnessed certain things that they know. So again, the energy will be sucked away from her in a sense. From some of these people want to leave her off, or either just take, because again, she's a giver. Some of us have that quality of just giving, and people will, oh, you're such a, like this or whatever, but the whole time, just take, or they'll make you feel like you're not giving enough so you can give more, and then take. And you're there with nothing but idols, which are just false deities that will be sitting in the place of her, that they would rather have instead. Different portions of this, instead of dealing with her. When, again, some of these beings are told to go directly to her for this wisdom. And if they don't have her, they are to then go to God. So she must be holding down shop some kind of way, right? So, it's more than what they make it seem. Okay. And it says, thus I speak and declare unto you. Okay, we already read that part. Okay. Yeah. So it says, and your righteous ones in those days shall be a reproach of the sinners and of the godless. Okay. And then it says, Enoch's grief. Fresh woes against the sinners. Oh, that my eyes, hold on one second. Oh, that mine eyes were a cloud of waters, that I might weep over you and pour down my tears as a cloud of water. So that I might rest from my trouble of heart? Who has permitted you to practice reproaches and wickedness? And so judgment shall overtake you, sinners. Fear not the sinners, ye righteous. For again will the Lord deliver them into your hands. That ye may execute judgment upon them according to your desires. Woe to you who fulminate anathemas, which cannot be reversed. Healing shall therefore be far from you because of your sins. Woe to you who requite your neighbor with evil, for ye shall be requited according to your works. Woe to you, lying witnesses, and to those who weigh out injustice, for suddenly shall ye perish. Woe to you, sinners, for ye persecute the righteous. For ye shall be delivered up and persecuted because of injustice, and heavily shall its yoke be upon you.